Alright, so guys, welcome back to more Legends of Zelda Skyward. Last episode, we finished up the Fire Sanctuary, beating Giraham once again, as well as facing the imprisoned once again. So that was an episode of rebattles, but with slightly different fights. This time, we're finally going to hit the Gate of Time. Tetris. Wow. For anyone who says the squares can't be circles. Well, technically it's a rectangle is a square, isn't it? Or a square can... I can't remember. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now awaits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Yay! Goodbye. Bruce? Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? Oh, and you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, what's up? Okay, bye Bruce. And we never saw him again. He was the deaded. You know, I still can't wait for Twilight Princess to come out on the Switch. That'll be so much fun. I wonder if they'll do, like, change it to where there's motion controls into it. Like, not the swinging, like, not the one-to-one, but like how the Wii was. I wonder if they'll change it to be like that, or you can have it be, buttons as well. But actually be buttons. You know, like B is to swing the sword and stuff like that. Anyway. Hello. Hey! Jesus, don't yell at me. At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the Goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise. A little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in a distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Okay. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They call it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beginnings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in each sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda. I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. Oh. The day of the ceremony, Giraham's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an angel of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds it, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in this hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Phi and the great blade she is a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. It's a lot of reading. Hurts my throat. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far on your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. Ah, the classic song. There it is. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can attain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. So Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you. Oh. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was just happy spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come to wake me up? Of course. That looks familiar. Although this time she did it on her own. If you never played Ocarina of Time, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. Well, I guess Zelda's just gonna stay here. That scene is always hard hitting for some reason. Like, it's one of the main times that you really see Link show expressions and stuff. Not only Link, but also Zelda, but especially Link. Like, you just see all this pain on his face as she's explaining it, and it's really sad. But we have no time to dwell in sentimentalities. We got a job to do. So let's go back to the current time. Good morning. So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Hey buddy. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. Hi. So Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Actually, that's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing alright. And it ain't as action-packed as what you're doing. But maybe this is my destiny. You know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It brightens the place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. Oh. Well, let's head up to the sky, I guess, and do that real quick. We're gonna go up to the sky, we're gonna talk to a couple people, and we're also gonna get the goddess chests, and then we're gonna figure out what we need to do next. We can't do this still again, so we'll wait till next time we come down here to do that, I guess. But let's just ignore all these guys. We don't need to deal with them. Let's go to the sky. Okay. Actually, those are going to be in there, huh? Alright, well, let's go to Pumpkin Landing first, and then we'll go to these two Goddess Cube chests. So I'll meet you guys over at Pumpkin Landing. Alright, now that we're in here, let's go... I believe Stritch is in here? Yep, there he is. Let's talk to him real quick, see what he has to say. Hey Link, if you catch a bunch of bugs and you have nothing... rather than... So is that... you have... okay. Well, I guess you don't actually say anything to him. I never tried to talk to them afterwards, but I guess they they don't care. Well, there's no point in going to talk to Colin then. So let's just go to the goddess chest. So I'll be right back once we get into the Thunderhead? Thunderhead, that's what it's called. Can't remember. I'll be right back. Alright, as we approach this island. I don't remember exactly where it's at. Oh, right there. Jump off. Haha! You can get on here by going up there on the island, but why would you? We get another piece of heart. One more until we get our 19th, which would leave 5 more heart pieces left out there right now. So, there's one more we're gonna go to, which is all the way over here. So, I'm gonna cut it out because it's just gonna be flying. You know, I don't want to waste time for you guys. That's for sure. It's not like I really even talk in between the flights anyway. Not much to talk about whenever you fly through this air. So, up here. Up. Out. Take this. And we get a small bomb bag, but we can't carry it, so it don't matter. Alright, now I'll meet you guys back over on Skyloft real quick. There's one more thing I want to check out. Alright, as we land, I did not realize it. I thought I landed above the Nighty Cat, whatever. There is no more chests here. I think there's only one more Goddess Cube as well, which we've seen already, but we couldn't get to because it was too far. We'll do this. Normally you'd be able to point this at one of the beams of light and it'll tell you if there's one there. I know there's one. No, there's one there. In that place. But we couldn't do anything about it. But I think we got all the other ones. Let's go talk to Colin, since we're here. We'll see what's up. I don't think he gives a different response, as far as I know. But we might as well see what's up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hi, Pipit. Bye, Pipit. Checked every single door but the one I needed. Hi, Colin. What do you want, Link? I won't forget what you've done to me. And ever since you botched that thing with the letter, I've been having nightmares and can't get any sleep. It's just one thing after another. What's going on? I wonder if that bed is cursed. Maybe it's Bruce's revenge. You gotta help me, Link. Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, that is a big feather. I guess that's good. Hi, Bruce. That's gonna be it for this video. Next episode, we're gonna be doing some side quests around Skyloft, and then we'll figure out where we'll go from there. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.